Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. One, we'd like to welcome you to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be here with you on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening here in the Chicagoland area. The weather forecasters are predicting very hot days for the next 7 days. We're supposed to have temperatures in the high 90s. So we'll talk about things you and your family can do to stay safe during this heat wave we're going to be experiencing here in Chicago and across the Midwest. So I guess summer is finally here. We have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. June is Black Music Month, and it's also Pride Month. Well, tonight, in honor of Black Music Month, we'll welcome legendary jazz singer Baritone to the show tonight. He's originally from Gary, Indiana, and so we're going to talk about Black music, his career, and how he has become an international singing phenomenon. And then in honor of Pride 2021, we'll meet Anna DeShawn. She is the creator of a wonderful radio station, Queer Radio Done Right. But she's here tonight to talk about this wonderful campaign she's created to help launch an app that will allow her radio station to be on there, merchandising, podcasts, everything. And I had lunch with her recently, and she just is such a wealth of knowledge, and she's really a force to be reckoned with. Well, another force to be reckoned with is the young lady in the chair next to me. She's our co-host, our wonderful guest co-host, the amazing Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. And K. Renee, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, sweetheart. How are you? How are you? This is our Friday, I guess.
Yes, it is our Friday, and we appreciate everything about our Friday.
Yes,
We
we
do.
do.
And glad that we've made it this far. For those of you that do not know, we're now on what we call summer days. The show will be on Monday through Wednesday night. We'll still have wonderful guests. We'll bring relationship topics in during the week as well too. We will not change our health and wellness format, even though the world is opening back up. There are a lot of wonderful things that you continuously need to know about, and we want to deliver those things here to you guys each and every evening. Okay. All right. So with
Absolutely.
that being said, Kay Renee, you're doing good. It's our Wednesday. No, it's our Friday. Even though it's Wednesday to the world, it's our Friday. How you doing? Any big plans this weekend?
Nope. Well, we didn't get a chance to talk about last night. I made a promise last month that I would declutter my desk, and I did. I have the main side has been decluttered, but I have the other side to declutter, and I'll take care of that this weekend. But I showed it to Chat Daddy after we went off the air last night. He was like, "Oh my
Yes,
god!"
yes, yes, yes.
So I'm still in the middle of decluttering my house, and it's definitely necessary.
Okay, well, I'll give you, as you remember when we were in elementary school, we received gold stars if we did something well. So
Yes.
I'm from what I saw last night, you did a tremendously great job. So I'm gonna give you a gold star, but I'm gonna put a cubic zirconia in it so you can shine bright. So you get your gold
Yes.
star can even be brighter. How about that? How, yeah, I
Thank
can do
you.
that. I
Thank
can.
you.
You did an
Thank you.
excellent job. You really did. I mean,
Thank you.
decluttering is not easy. I'm trying to do the same thing too. I'm going to give items away to charity this week, and I'm trying to go through and get all of that together to be able to give to this wonderful organization. And you're right, and it takes all day. That's why I get up early, work on everything for this show, and
Hmm.
then try to have the rest of my day for doing those type of things. So yes.
And not only that, Chad Daddy, it can be very emotional. If you're trying to declutter and, like, for instance, this is the house I grew up in.
Right.
So, I was getting rid of things not only for myself, but for my parents, my uncle, who I was a caregiver for. So, when you go through things and you look at it, they're like, oh my goodness, such precious mementos. But you
Right.
don't realize that that's a process in itself. When you start to declutter, you purge, you feel better. And it's always, especially what you're doing, I have to do that as well, going through my closets and giving away, because that's when the true receiving comes in. As you
Right.
give, so shall you receive.
Oh, beautiful. You're absolutely right about that. Forgive me, you guys. You see, I even had a bag here on the set, and I looked over my shoulder and I said, wait a minute. What is that behind me? That's a bag that I'm packing to be able to give away. But keep in mind the set has versatile roles, you guys. But y'all was like, what is that behind me on the set? So yes, that's what that is. Getting rid of things, and now is a
Hmm.
perfect time. It really, really is. All right. Well, let's continue on. We are a health and wellness show, so we want to give you guys the latest update on the COVID-19 numbers. Illinois public health officials reported today 478 new or probable cases of COVID-19. We only had 9 additional deaths. Thank God
Oh.
that number is very small. Our condolences go out to anyone who has lost their loved one, but at least it's down. It was the seventh consecutive day with less than 1,000 new cases in the state. The 7-day average new case in Illinois now stands at 763, and the lowest average in almost a year when the state reported a 7-day average of 766 cases. That was on June 27th of 2020. And we've had a drop in people getting the vaccine shots. And so now the Governor J.B. Pritzker, is thinking about doing what other governors have done and do a special lottery for people to win money. Uh, Girl, I said the same thing too. I know, like I really, right. I almost feel like people like us who I, I don't know. Yeah, help me. Your face said it all. Your face said it all. Go ahead.
I mean, I can under I I encourage and I appreciate the effort. But how about the people who did it right? We were one of the first to do it right, to get it done. How come we can't get another? I mean, I'm not being, maybe that's being selfish, but come on now. That's just, I don't know.
I feel the same way as well too.
Mm,
Maybe God is just gonna continuously keep blessing us. Maybe we
yeah.
gonna, maybe I don't know. That's interesting. But I do know one of the beer companies. Once we reached the goal that the president had set forth by the 4th of July, one of the beer companies would give everybody a free beer if you prove that you've gotten the vaccine. So here's the deal. I think they're gonna probably do some really great things once, especially all these companies that have made money during the pandemic. It'll have to be some type of gimmick that would make everybody feel appeased. Because we went as the sacrificial lambs, did it,
Okay.
and okay,
How about another stimulus for those who came early? Give
right,
us another stimulus package. How about that? Then
yes.
I would be made whole. But just the folks who had no intention, they were gonna get it anyway. They're like, well, now it's my time to get it because I'm gonna get some freebies.
Right,
How
right.
about trying to save your life? How about trying to save the lives of others? Why
Yes.
that's why you should get the vaccine.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm telling you, we all about incentives now. We are in an incentive world. Everything is,
Yeah.
what's the incentive? What is the incentive?
Yeah.
So hopefully people will follow suit. Well, good news, good news. Fans of the Bud Billiken Day Parade, it will be returning after COVID-19 caused it to have an absence in 2020. Organizers announced today that the largest Black parade in the world and the second largest parade in the country is coming back to the historic Southside neighborhood of Bronzeville, this time with the theme being back to school, back to life, back to Bud Billiken. And this, of course, follows the cancellation last year. The parade will return on Saturday, August 15th. New safety measures, including COVID-19 testing, wellness checks, potential mask requirement, and social distancing practices will be in place. The parade will run from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And, so I'm curious to know your thoughts and feelings about that. I noticed they pushed the gay pride stuff back to October.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus, because I'm gonna be quiet and just let you give your feedback on that.
Well, I actually, as you were talking, an idea hit. So, to our viewing audience, I think I need to start a petition to have Chat Daddy be the Grand Marshal of the Bud Billiken Parade.
Oh Lord, look, I've been in enough Bud Billikens, my dear. I thank you, dear. I appreciate I appreciate you for that, but no,
Oh
man,
no!
no. I'm
You
good.
sure you wouldn't want to be the Grand Marshal? Okay, all right. It was just a good.
I
It was
appreciate
a
you
good
so much,
thought.
huh?
It was a
No.
good thought, wasn't it?
Oh, I love you. Yes, that was a beautiful thought. Beautiful, beautiful gesture. But I guarantee you the Urban Global Traveler series will probably be on the road during that time. And really, I appreciate you so much. But no, I let somebody else be, a grand marshal of the Bud Billiken Day Parade. I'm just happy that they're
Okay.
back. But thank you for that beautiful
Well,
gesture. I
and
appreciate you for that.
And you know what's so interesting, Art? You're going to be shocked. I've never attended a Bud Billiken parade. I've always seen it on television, but I'm just not a crowd person. Even though I can have a gregarious personality, I'm not a crowd person. So I'm happy to see it coming back. I think for children, especially children on the South Side, they need something to look forward to. Even though they're going to be going back to school, that's the signal, right? When you see the Bud Billiken parade, you're like, oh, it's time to go back to school.
Oh, baby, summer is over.
Right,
Summer is over.
right.
That's my signal every year that when it's the Bud Billiken Day Parade,
It's time to go
summer is
back to
winding
school.
down,
Right.
kiddy. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I think given what has happened during the pandemic of 2020 and continuing, because we're always going to be in a pandemic until we reach 100% herd immunity, or until June, November 2025, whichever comes first.
What we say,
Um,
Juvember 2025. Yep.
whichever comes first.
Whichever
Um,
comes first. Whichever.
but no, I think it's a great idea. I would, I guess maybe one day I'll get a chance to go to the Bud Billiken Parade. It's just again, all its pageantry and majesty. I'm just not a crowd person, and I just like to. I rather see it and see all of it, all the floats, all the celebrities, local and national celebrities, the anchors that host it, because it's always hosted on ABC as well as WGN here in Chicago. But I even though you didn't want to be the grand marshal, it was just a good thought.
Oh, well, I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. And what a beautiful gesture. But no, we can let somebody else be the Grand Marshal. Maybe Dr. Anthony Fauci. You know who? No,
Oh,
no, no, no,
oh,
no. You know who I think would be a perfect Grand Marshal?
who?
Dr. Ngaze.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think, yes, I think that would be the number one choice of somebody that would be a perfect grand marshal.
Oh,
Dr. Allison Arwadi,
yes.
our mayor for her leadership, all of that. So, yeah, no, let somebody else have that crown. I keep my crown right now. So we good. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, with that being said, what you got in the news today? Anything good to chit chat and talk about?
Well, I don't know if there's anything good, but this happened early this morning. I hate to report this, but there was a shooting in California of a off-duty firefighter. Unfortunately, it was a fatality. Let me just say this. No, the off-duty firefighter shot someone and they're killing one person
Right.
at a Los Angeles County fire station this morning. This off-duty employee, a firefighter specialist and engineer, was found dead in a burning home about 10 miles from the scene of the shooting. It took place around 10:50 a.m., which is 8:50. No, which was noon our time, right? Yeah,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
our time. And this is just really sad to find a off-duty fire person in another mass shooting. I don't, what, Art, I don't know what's going to be the resolution of all these mass shootings. We always say on this show you have to stay prayerful, but I did a show with my podcasting partner a few weeks ago about gun control, how to really respect the firearm, but it's just it damages my heart every time I hear about another mass shooting, and I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the remedy is for that. You have
You
any
know,
thoughts?
you know what? I feel the same way you do. Last night we mentioned the situation that happened in Miami. We mentioned the
Mm-hmm.
situation that was in Houston. Again, my heart goes out to everyone who perished in the rail yard worker situation. And then now this. and we live in a world now where everyone is on edge, on eggshells. Even people with great jobs nowadays, those great jobs are even exhausting them. Let's look at our brothers and sisters in the blue today. Two female officers here in Chicago in a bad accident, officers being
Yes.
shot at. People, we are just at our wits end. I was reading something yesterday that said America is at its worst behavior right now than it has been in a long time. And so I really feel as if we need to look at the overall effect of this pandemic, how the dynamics of our world has changed, because people are just snapping. And then that guy went and set a fire and killed himself in his own house. These people are killing themselves after they go in killing everybody else. So you never know really what the motive was, and that part, to me, I'm a person who wants closure, and so that's
Mhm.
just it's horrible.
Well, the one thing I will say, and I'm so glad that you have brought this platform digitally, that you're bringing in professionals, mental health professionals, to help us deal with this. And I know you will continue to do so, because we're going to need it. Even when we reach herd immunity, or when we reach the fact that we have to wear masks until June, November 2025, look at the lasting effects from this pandemic.
Right,
It is not going anywhere. And I think,
right.
you know, as it's getting warmer outside, you know how it is, especially around here. Folks like to be out. They like to show themselves, and all the different angst that's happened. I know I can't say it enough, but I will keep saying it. People, please be careful out there. Please be aware of your surroundings. You see
Oh,
something
absolutely.
that's not kosher, carefully just back away so you can stay safe. Because
Right.
the summer officially starts June 21st, but as Art indicated early in the broadcast, we here in Chicago, we're about to hit some high degree temperatures, and folks
Yes.
just don't know when it's hot outside. The minds can be very hot internally. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm just really, I just
People are
want,
driving like maniacs out
oh my
here.
God,
They
yes.
doing all kind of daredevil things. Just the atrocity, just the behavior. I mean, no matter where you go, you see police roped off sections. You're right. It's a lot. So we do want everybody to be very careful, very safe, stay alert, and basically know what you're doing when you're out there. Well, to add fuel to the fire,
Uh-oh.
Governor Pritzker said today he signed into law a 3-year extension on a measure that was adopted last year, giving hospitality industries a new way of making money after COVID-19 halted indoor services. So anybody that sells cocktails to go would be able to continue to sell the cocktail to go until 2024. So now this is not just beer and wine. These are pre-made cocktails that the bar would already make up. So, i.e., the place that I took you up north, they have like martini kits where everything would already be mixed, and you basically would be taking it out in a gallon jug, and they would charge you for that gallon jug. And so,
Hmm.
oh yeah, that's how a lot of the places have been making their money. Because here's the deal: as if the place we went, they're famous for their martinis and
Mm-hmm.
their food. So of
Right.
course you get their food, you want the martini to match their food. So
Right.
that's how that works. So, but I know you have some hesitance about it because of course, we're hoping people are not drinking while driving. But we know that does add to people's erratic behavior. They can't wait to get home.
But not only that, Art, which that was a concern. As I'm thinking, you remember when we were younger, when we went to college and you go attended college parties. What did Mama or Medea always tell you when you go to a party and you see drinking? You have your own drink. Make sure that the bartender or barista, whatever they're called, fixes you a drink. They fix your drink, not someone else put something in your drink. And that's when you said that. That's the first thing that popped in my head. That's like, how do you know? How can you be assured that the drink that you're receiving is the actual drink? Because folks, as we just talked about, folks are crazy. You don't know what oversight does that is a bartender or a restaurant going to have when they give you drinks to go. If you haven't seen it, the bartender or person actually making the drink.
Oh, I hadn't
Yeah.
thought that far. I hadn't really looked at it like that. I'm sure
Hmm.
most of the places I know, there are even bartenders now that sell pre-mixed cocktails. I guess I just never looked at it like that. I mean, people been doing this all winter and through this pandemic. So I'm trying to. I've not heard of any cases of poisoning from a
Thank God.
Chi-Chi's margarita, or I mean, I don't know. That's different. I that's something I guess we'd have to look into, because no, I don't know that.
I know, and that's a, always I try to think ahead, so that's, to me, not to say, I'm not a drinker per se, but I when I do drink, I like a good drink. I want to make sure it's the drink that I asked for. So I always, I'm that cautious person. I don't know, cautious Karen.
So this is even towards baristas, like at a coffee shop or whatever, too.
Well, what I wouldn't say baristas, because actually, when you're there, like at a start, well, that could happen too. I mean, because if they're doing it to go, you want to make sure that they're preparing it correctly. So, I mean, I don't
I
think
mean, most of the
baristas.
time I'm in the drive-through with those type of places, and
Yeah,
if my drink is not right, they'll remake it. And I
right.
mean, on the app, I can grade the drink and let them know, and they credit me. So I guess I just don't live in that type of fear, or don't think that way. You
Well,
know.
I'm not thinking in the type of fear. I'm just thinking, what if? I always have a thinking in my mind, what could go wrong, right? So that, for the fact that they're having these now to go, or because when you go to a bar, right? All right, you like to see the bartender making your drink or making drinks. So, this kind of, I my mind works differently than most. What can I tell
Okay. All
you?
right. Well, with that being said, we'll let that keep moving. Well,
Yeah.
today is a actual observant of National First Ladies. June 2nd
Oh.
commemorates the very first lady of the United States and all of the first ladies that followed in her footsteps. This day recognizes the role of first ladies, as they have played a huge part in molding our nation. Since 1789, a first lady has accompanied every president, starting with Martha Washington, who was born on June 2nd, 1731. Wow.
I didn't know
And
that.
first ladies have helped to set the tone of the highest office in the land. Even the country's only bachelor, President James Buchanan, required someone to act as his hostess. So his niece, Harriet Lane, stepped in and played the role of the first lady. And so we pay homage to all first ladies of the United States. Um,
Okay. I'm gonna ask.
what?
Besides the first African American first lady, Michelle Obama, who is your favorite first lady?
Whew. Now you know what? That's funny you would ask me that, because I do have a love for first ladies. When Rosalind Carter was first lady, I enjoyed her. I even must admit I enjoyed, of course, Michelle Obama. What other first lady? I remember when Betty Ford went through her issues and the
Yeah.
awareness that Betty Ford brought um, to light. A lot of the LGBTQ things that were going on. I have to really examine the time period of that first lady. Other than that, I mean, I really don't know who. I hate to say, our last first lady, despite how all that went down, our last first lady really was a fashion statement most of the time when you saw her, but didn't nobody give a damn and didn't care. And of course, Michelle Obama kills it all the time. But yeah, who are your favorite first ladies?
I have to say Eleanor Roosevelt. Even though, as far as aesthetic, she was not, that a lot of people would think gorgeous, like a Melania. I'll give Melania that. She was a
Right.
fashionista, but she had no substance.
No,
To me
no.
now,
Right.
and even our current first lady, Dr. Jill Biden. I mean, that's cool to say, right? She's a
Yes.
doctor. So, you even the first lady set the tone, but they have evolved in their own right. But if I had to, my top five, definitely Eleanor Roosevelt, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, Rosalind Carter, even Laura Bush. I like Laura Bush,
Yep.
and of course, my dolphin favorite. I had to put that in there, Michelle Obama.
You know
So
what? I'm glad you brought up Jackie Kennedy Onassis. I am. You know what? Because I did have a liking for her as well because she was a trendsetter.
mhm.
She was very much, again, all time period piece women, and
Mhm.
and really, I love Dr. Biden as well too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right, and that's to me. Hopefully, we will see. Well, now we have another. It's not called a first lady. A second. Well, hopefully, a second gentleman will be the first gentleman. That would be nice to see going forward. Have a madam president and a first gentleman. So we got a ways
Well,
to go.
I thought about when Pete Buttigieg was running for president,
Mhm.
and he would have had his partner would have been the first man as well too.
Mhm.
So I would love to see how that role would change, and like I would love to be the first man or the first, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I would love that role. Oh, are you kidding me? That would be such a wonderful role to have. Absolutely, because I would just think of so many programs and ideas and concepts and just a way of getting the world back on its feet, something that would benefit all mankind.
Well, you would definitely be a fashion trend setter if you were first man. Art. That is what goes without saying.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. That's beautiful. Absolutely. All right. And guess what else is today?
Well, besides wearing the mask, what's today?
Today is National Rotisserie Chicken Day.
Oh, I like a good rotisserie chicken.
Yes, rotisserie chicken is usually a whole chicken that is cooked on a rotisserie or a split and is turned
Mm.
continuously over a heating source. This process slowly roasts and sears the skin and seals in the flavor. The result of that chicken is tender and juicy. Some cooks inject chickens with a blend of seasonings to help increase the flavor. And rotisserie chickens are now gaining popularity as being something that is of nutrition, healthy, good for you versus any other type of chicken. And so, yes, today is National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Did I make you guys hungry? I'm sure.
You like to make me hungry, so I'm gonna be quiet. I did try to eat before coming on the air, so
Okay.
I may have to get a snack after we get off the air.
Right, right. Oh, look, when a guest come on, we'll both fade out, let the guest keep
Okay,
talking. Right. Right. Turn the volume up and run and go do something. Right.
that's
So you
right.
guys know the secret now. When it's only one of us on the screen or just the guest talking, we doing something.
We're getting
Right.
more rotisserie
Okay.
chicken.
Yes, we're going to get some rotisserie chicken. We are. All right. So listen, this coming week for the next week, it will be in the 90s and higher here in the Chicagoland area. And we want to just remind everyone everything that you need to do to stay safe and cool and not let yourself get overheated. We want to remind everyone to please stay hydrated and drink plenty of water. Plenty of water. I just pulled out all my water. I love flavored waters, just regular flavored water. So make sure you do that. Also, do not leave your children and pets in vehicles. Do not leave them in cars. The dog, the cat, none of that. None of the babies, none of that. Leaving a child in a car just for a few minutes can really cause tremendous damage. And try to put your car in a cool spot if you can to keep the car from being so hot on the inside. Try to stay in the house during the hottest part of the day. From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is usually the hottest time of the day. Stay in, try to avoid the sun as much as possible, and don't do strenuous activities during those times of 10 to 4 because you can overexert yourself. And then make sure you stay out of direct sunlight. Make sure you apply sunscreen, carry an umbrella if you need to. Please keep your shades and blinds closed. That's another thing that you can do. If you have air conditioner, make sure it is running properly. And it's almost best to keep it on a low setting and let it continue to run versus a high setting because you're overworking the air conditioner, running your electric bill up. All right, darling. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, just stay safe and stay That's the key thing, to stay hydrated. Because sometimes, I remember when I was 8 years old, I was visiting my great aunt in Birmingham, Alabama, and I got heat stroke. And
Oh no.
I sure did. And my great aunt she was, frantic because, I'm staying there for the summer, right? And, my grandmother and I were with her. I was my grandmother's youngest sister. She had a beautiful home in Birmingham. And I was playing, doing my thing. I got heat stroke and I passed out. So I know what heat stroke can feel like, ladies and gents, even though I was a young age. The heat stroke ain't no joke. So you must make sure you don't overexert yourself. And mind you, I was a small kid, but thankfully she got me in a house where she put ice all over me to make sure to keep me cool and keep my body at a certain temperature. But yeah, it can happen. It can
Wow.
happen. Yes.
Okay. Well, for those of you, I'm so glad you survived that and able to
Mhm.
tell that story, because that's just, incredible to be that young and to have, heat stroke like that. Wow. And thank goodness, I'm sure, that gave Auntie just the scare of her life. So
It
good you're all
did.
right from that. All right. Well, let's continue on. Listen, it's best to avoid sugary drinks, alcohol, energy drinks, any other caffeinated drinks when it's hot like that. It tends to make you tired. It's best to drink water, drink beverages that can give you electrolytes, so that you stay hydrated. Another thing, that if you have ceiling fans, for a lot of you guys, you do know that if you reverse the blades clockwise, it makes it cooler versus counterclockwise. There's a
Oh
switch
wow.
on your ceiling fans. Oh, absolutely. If you have ceiling fans, there's a setting for winter and a setting for summer. For winter, it's to move the air in the ceiling to bring the heat down. In the summer, it's to move it away. So make sure you switch your ceiling fan blades. It's a little switch on your fan. Make sure you know which is summer versus winter. Okay. What else? Eat small meals. Eat small meals. Do not eat any heavy meals when it's really hot like that. You'll get the itis, but it also can make you sick as well too. All
Amen to
right.
that.
Any other questions or comments or concerns, Kay Renee, about getting these people ready for this heat wave that we get ready? I love hot weather. I
I
love
know
it.
you do.
Oh, I love it.
I like to call you Dr. Chat because you gave some wisdom because I had I don't have a ceiling fan, but I know people who do, so I never knew there was a setting where you could reverse it to make sure you keep cooler. So we just had to add another, degree to your name. I think that'll be Dr. Chat Daddy. I think I
Well,
like that.
well, thank you, darling. Yes, I am actually a huge fan of ceiling fans and fans. I'm not a big fan of air conditioning. I have air conditioning and will use air conditioning, but
Hmm.
I love, love, love the breeze of a great ceiling fan, so I have great ceiling fans. And so yes, they actually, and then I have other fans as well, but then I have AC. But if you give me a great breeze from two fans, oh my God, it's just the most amazing thing ever. That lets you know I love, love, love being out in the ocean breeze. Yay!
Yeah. Oh
Yay.
yes. Yes.
All right. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be here with you guys on a beautiful Wednesday evening here in the Chicagoland area, or wherever you are. We're glad that you're here. Do us a huge favor. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to the Real Chat Daddy Show. It is really easy, really simple. Facebook as well, too. By subscribing, you help us out, and we appreciate you doing so. And you'll learn more. Encore shows can always be found on YouTube and Facebook. Coming up is very, very soon the Urban Global. I couldn't say it. The Urban Global Travelers Series. For Juneteenth, I'll be in Atlanta.
All
Be
right.
celebrating Juneteenth in Atlanta. So I need to connect with all of you people down there in Atlanta so I can find out what are all the hot spots, places I need to go, and all of that good stuff. All right. So Juneteenth, Atlanta. All right.
All righty.
Celebrating Juneteenth celebration there. Ebenezer
Yay.
Baptist Church and
Oh
yeah,
yes.
yes, yes, all of that good
Got
stuff.
to go to underground. You got to go to
Yes,
underground.
yes,
Yes.
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 All right. Well, June is Black Music Month, and our first guest this evening to help us to kick off Black Music Month is a gentleman who he's been here with us many times before. He was a part of our wonderful holiday show that we did. He did just a phenomenal job with his video. His vocals are just outstanding. He is also the person who created the wonderful opening for the Real Chat Daddy show. So he is truly a genius when it comes to creating things like that. K Renee, I think that's on your favorite playlist. Right. You get happy.
Every time we get ready to get live, I do the chat daddy dance. Get ready to just get on, and I love the intro. He is just so talented. I call him the new Nat King Cole because that's who he reminds me of. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. Well, he's a jazz recording artist, brand ambassador. As you guys all know, he has just a deep, sultry, silky. It's smoky, but yet silky. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah, isn't that fabulous? I know, right? Smoky yet silky. Voice that just makes him truly a trendsetter in the music business. He's originally from Gary, Indiana, and tonight we're going to talk about what does Black music mean to him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Our good friend, recording artist, Mr. Baritone.
Yay!
How you doing? I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend.
We did.
Quite.
Good. It was quiet.
How are you, Baritone? You look great.
Thank you. I've been shooting videos and writing music, and I'm so excited about. You know, I can't wait to kind of put out into the world what I've been working on the entire pandemic. You know, all that time, all that grinding that I put in. I just have some really fantastic things that I'm excited to have an opportunity to just share with my friends and make some new friends. You know, at the same time.
Good. Well, Baritone, we appreciate you being a part of the holiday show. You did a great job. I follow you closely on social media. I couldn't thank you enough for that wonderful intro that you've done for this show. We appreciate you. It helped to take my show to a different level.
Hey, you're already on that level. You know, you've been in media for, I think we all look up to you as that media presence. You are that media personality. You know, and like we spoke before, no matter where you are still Art Chat Daddy Sims. It doesn't matter, because that is that's the money. That's the brand right there, man. Not the numbers behind it.
That's right. I appreciate you so much for that, my friend. So now you are from Gary, Indiana, the home of the famed Jackson. And so I want to find out from you, what is your first recollection of Black music, and who was your first idol? Your first, what poster was on your bedroom wall? Who did you first fall in love with in music?
Well, you know, of course, the Jackson Five. My mother, she graduated from Roosevelt High School. She actually babysat them.
Oh wow!
And
Wow.
And you know, and it's not. There's Denise Williams, which I've had an opportunity to perform with her at B103, Taste of B103.
Yeah.
There's also Carl Thomas. There's a lot of talented, infamous, famous people from Gary, Indiana.
Wow, that is incredible. I didn't know that backstory about your mom. That's interesting.
That's incredible. She not, but they want she, you know, Michael wasn't born, but she babysat the other ones, you know. So that was it's always been everyone from Gary from back in the day they should, or if they were lived back then, have a Jackson story.
Oh, that's great. That's really beautiful. How did your career get started?
I actually my background was really business. and working for my family business. And I sang for fun. And when I would come home from work, it is what kind of calmed my nerve from all of the craziness that you deal with working for people. And so that's really what started it. And then I would hear other people's songs and rewrite them. I would rewrite completely different songs to their music. And I'm like, well, why don't I just do this for myself?
And so, how long have you been doing this for yourself?
Professionally, um, I actually started my career in '94. I originally started with a band called Ebony Brown, which was a Chicago-based band. I had just lost my brother, and which kind of had me down. And I was, I had moved to this big city, and it seems like I lost one brother, but I replaced them with seven others. And being in a band is exactly like it is when you see on TV, all of the trouble, all of the fights, and everybody wanting to be, the guy up front. And I am actually not even though I'm a front guy, my ego isn't fed by attention, you know. So that dynamic was so crazy, and the real start came from Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham. I would book us on his Athletes Against Drugs celebrity galas, and I've probably seen you there a couple of times. Or
Yes, sir. Yep, absolutely.
yeah. So my introduction to the business was kind of backwards because I was doing big things first, and I almost never actually got an opportunity to do the small things. Like I've never performed at the Taste of Chicago or the Jazz Festival. I still kind of want to do those things because I live here, but my music has taken me all around the world. But I still crave those small things I feel like I've missed out on.
Oh, I love that. That's interesting. I feel the same way too. When you've traveled the world and
Yeah.
met people, from all over the planet, it just makes a difference in your life. Kay Renee, what do you want to say to our guests tonight? Because you really do. You think baritone is all that with a cherry on top, and we appreciate you for
Hi,
loving.
Kay Renee.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I
First and
love you.
foremost, back at you, sweetie. And I will promote you as the new Nat King Cole. I'm sorry for those.
Uh,
Well, for those the generation who don't know who Nat King Cole is, listen to that. Listen to him, and then listen to baritone. Then get back with me. Um, Besides the music, what
yeah.
makes you? What gives you joy? Besides, just wanting to help others through your songs, the writing, the lyrics that you produce. What gives you joy?
Kay Renee, I tell you, it's really giving back. I know that sounds so corny,
Well,
but it has been the catalyst that has brought me success, actually. Um, I feel like we need to, especially as African Americans, we need to, everyone wants to network or whatever, but we need to create our community of people that we know. So, what I've always done, the business side of what I do, is I make sure that if I know you, if you work in some capacity in the business that I'm working in, I want to make sure that I know you. I want to make sure that I'm supporting you. If I can do something for you, I will. It's nothing. It is nothing for us to support each other. People think that support costs money, and support is free. It costs nothing to tell someone, hey, go on YouTube and check out the Art Chat Daddy show and pull up the episode that I'm on, my Christmas show, and let them hear
Yes.
my Christmas song.
Yes, yes, it's
Yes.
amazing. Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely. No, I
that gets me.
thoroughly agree.
Yeah, that is my I guess what you would call my passion. It is what connects us all. We should know each other. We should know each other. We run into each other all of the time. I should help you. I should support you. I should tell people about you. And I really believe that if we did that, we wouldn't. We probably would not compete against each other. We can have healthy competition, but at the same time, we can support each other. Because it doesn't cost us anything.
Oh my God, where do I write a check to? Baritone for mayor. Baritone
Hey,
for president?
I'll tell you this: the more successful you become, if I help you, if like I don't want nothing from you, I want you to be successful because when I connect with you, that's gonna make me look better, right?
Right.
I'm like I'm on that show. I don't need monetary because quite honestly, the money that you get from maybe working from someone is nothing compared to the word of mouth advertising. Advertising costs hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yes, it does.
and to get that type of exposure from friends and other trusted friends that you may work with. I mean, like right now, I am working with producers in New York. I am also working with and let me drop some names. Herb Middleton, he's a music producer. He started his own record company, Moontown Records and Publishing. Look him up. He's amazing. I also work with Bernard Evans. Bernard Evans Platinum Hair Systems. Right? You would think that I would. What am I doing working with some platinum hair people? But see, he's an African American. He works on uh, people who would be on stage. Like these are our people. We have to connect with them so that when we have opportunities to either use them or recommend them to someone else, we do it. Um, I have a buddy, Michael Orr. He owns Theater on Ice Academy, and let me tell you what's so cool about this. And I can't wait to access this guy. He has synthetic ice, right? What would I need to know somebody with synthetic ice? Well, the next time I do a show and we can safely bring everybody out, I'm gonna call up Michael or Theater on Ice and have him put the synthetic ice and have people skating around while I'm doing my show.
Wow.
That's
I know Art Chat Daddy Sims.
that's dope. That's dope. That is really dope.
Oh man, it doesn't stop. And imagine if we're all doing that with each other.
I
It's
agree.
yeah, it's
Now more than ever, people need to stick together, work together, and build brands. And whatever we can do to help each other, that's the direction in which we should go. And so I appreciate you, my friend, for your generosity.
hey, let me say this. It's the Art Chat Daddy show
Close
right
enough. The
here
real
on
Chat Daddy
YouTube.
Show.
The real chat. I should know that, right? The
That's all
real
right.
Chat Daddy show. The real Chat Daddy show. We can catch it on Facebook. We can catch it on YouTube. And if you subscribe to the Baritone YouTube channel, then you should be subscribing to the real Chat Daddy show as well. It's
Uh-huh.
just that simple. Because you have so much content on your show, man.
Well, I appreciate you. And look what I'm putting up there for you. In the ticker is how they can follow you on YouTube. That's your website right there. Hey, Renee,
Ah,
what other words of encouragement you want to give to Baritone tonight?
Well, I'm just glad to say I know him, the
thank you.
smooth silk Nat King Cole of Chicago slash Gary.
Yeah.
Continued success. Whatever we can do, whatever I can do, Baritone, don't hesitate to let me know. But I want you to give some words, or better yet, sing some words of wisdom to our audience tonight.
Absolutely. All right. Here you go. A few words of wisdom. Love each other. Trying to do the Nat King Cole thing for you.
Okay.
Support each other. Tell your friend about your other friend. And check out the Real Chat Daddy Show.
That's what I love. See, that's what I'm talking about. Did you see
Hey,
that? Incredible.
hey, let me tell you, I got something really good for you. Like I said, today usually I don't come on to do anything unless I have something to promote. And right now, what I am doing, and well, we're probably both doing the same thing, and that's promoting our YouTube channels. And I like everyone out there to come and join, subscribe, and like the content. And for Baritone's YouTube channel, and come say hi to me. I want to build up my YouTube channel before I release this project, because this project is just so good. It's so jazz delicious. I think the writing is amazing. I just can't wait to put it out. And but come on over to my YouTube and then go over to art. Go check out Kay Renee, see whatever she got going on, because she always probably has something going on good. Oops.
Oh, who done
He
passed
made me
out?
drop stuff.
Something else got something going on, right?
Hey, it is what it is.
We love you, Baritone. We
Yes, we
absolutely do.
do.
His website is baritoneonline.usa. Baritoneonline.usa. Go to YouTube, and it is Baritone on YouTube. Support his page. An amazing international jazz singer. Just all around great guy, very talented, and we appreciate everything that he does. He was really, his performance was excellent during our holiday program back in December. Kay Renee, do your closing thoughts to Baritone.
My just blessings to you, continued success, and just keep singing, my dear. Just
I
continue to keep
will.
singing.
Absolutely. I will. I love you both. You guys are Chicago royalty,
Oh,
now global royalty, you know. And absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, and if you're looking for anything baritone, just baritone online, all one word. BARITONE and everything comes up. There you go.
Isn't that wonderful?
yay! Oh my
Yes, very good.
goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, give up a big, hearty, loving round of applause to our good friend, Mr. Baritone. You can find out more information about him, Baritone Online USA, Baritone Online USA. He helped us to kick off our Black History Month celebration. The
Yes.
entire month of June will feature everything from songwriters, artists, radio personalities, even event promoters of what does Black music mean to you. And so, Baritone, you've done an outstanding job as always. We appreciate you. God bless and have a wonderful night.
You guys have a beautiful night too, and happy Black Musicians Recognition Month
Yes,
to myself too.
that's
Absolutely.
right.
Thank
Happy
you.
Black Music Month, Baritone.
Happy Black
Take
Music
care. We'll
Month.
talk to you soon.
Alrighty,
Bye.
Right.
bye everybody.
Later. Oh, that was
Uh,
great.
yes, yes.
So,
The Nat King Cole, honey.
absolutely. Do you remember your first concert? Do you remember what
Oh
concert you went to
yeah.
see? What was the
Oh
first
yeah.
concert you went? How old were you, and what was the first concert?
New edition. I was actually in college because Claire Steen would let me go out. I was that sheltered child until I reached 16. She was like, okay, and once you're in college, you can do what you want. But I went to see New Edition, had a great time, and of course, Luther, Anita Baker, and of course, your sister, Miss Janet. I've gone over the world to see Miss Janet. I've seen her in Toronto, Montreal, wherever she's in Canada, I will go see her. But no, black music to me is so soulful. I've always grown up with, my parents were the Motown people, right? My
Right.
dad loved Sam Cooke. I got his whole collection downstairs in the basement. My mother, who resembled Aretha Franklin, that was her favorite um, songstress. I loved Minnie Riperton when I grew up, Roberta Flack. So for me, and as I told you, Art, that's how I learned to sing. That's how, because I love to sing because of black music.
Right.
So it's very special to me, and people don't realize the contributions that we as African Americans have made all the way up, and from the time we were forced here until present day.
Hmm.
Because you think about it, the music when Africans were captured on boats trying to get here. How do you think they survived through music?
Right. Oh boy. I'm trying to remember. I remember Ella Jenkins when I was younger as a child, and Miss Ella Jenkins would always come to like my elementary school and preschool. And she was a folk singer. Now, the first real concert I remember going to, I almost want to say it was maybe a Teddy Pendergrass concert, which was
Oh.
which was probably too much for me back then because women were throwing their panties on the stage and
Mm.
oh it was a lot. But that's probably how I learned to love Teddy. In later years, I noticed that Candace said Phyllis Hyman,
Oh
and
God,
Phyllis and I were
yes.
very close to each other.
Oh wow, I
Phyllis
didn't know
Hyman, she
that.
was at George's on Kinsey.
Right. Okay,
At
that's
George's on
right.
Kinsey, absolutely. I love Mickey Howard. I back in the day, Grace Jones used to be a regular feature at one of the gay clubs here in Chicago, and
Mm.
and Grace Jones would do these midnight shows, and she was just, oh my God, her shows were so amazing when she would do them. And then of course, I like you ended up following Tina Turner everywhere she went. I was a flight
Mm.
attendant, was able to jump on planes, and if Tina Turner was there, I was there.
I heard that. And see, those are the type of memories you just have to just cherish in your heart, right? Because when people leave us, you think about where were you when they've reached their peak of the pinnacle of success. But as
Right.
I said, black music, I have right now looking at I have Dream Girls with Jennifer Holliday. I have Vanessa Williams, which one of my favorite songs, Save the Best for Last. I look at the music that I keep in my soul. It makes it's gotten me through honestly some tough times. Even now during this pandemic, I will go back and I think about Melba Moore. One of the songs that I just love that she sang, besides being in Broadway, "The Other Side of the Rainbow." That's the one part song that she sung the last note for almost 30 seconds. That's to me that has to be on the Guinness Book of World Records, because to hold a note that long, you gotta have some in your
Oh,
diaphragm.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
black music means the world to me, and I'm so grateful that we have it and we can enjoy it. Even like I said, even during this pandemic, it's kept me through some hard times. So I thank black music for that.
Hmm. Is there a particular genre of music that you like more than anything? Like I love gospel. I love top 40. But believe it or not, I like a little raunchy rap music. So is there, oh yeah, people be surprised about my raunchy rap music listening to. Look,
I'm
I
I'm
became
very
such a fan of Little Kim. I listened to every lyric, every word, every
wow.
and I was like, look, Kim preaching on some of these songs now, But is there any particular genre of music that you like more than others?
I'm very eclectic. I was younger. I listened to WLS radio. So, people call me white girl because I listened to the white, radio. So I loved adult contemporary. I love disco. But I really, as I've gotten older, I have such an affinity for jazz. I mean, anytime I go to Montreal, they have the best jazz places anywhere that I've seen thus far. Just like to listen to some cool jazz, have a nice cocktail, and just kind of be in the moment. But I'm eclectic. I love soul, R&B. I can deal with country. I'm learning to appreciate country. Let's put it like that. But soulful music, R&B is what I grew up on. But if I had to say my two top, R&B and jazz. Jazz is just, it does something to my spirit. It really does.
I remember going to see Cyrus Chestnut in New York, going to see Regina Carter. Let me see who else. Count Basie.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
oh, absolutely. At the
Wow.
Carlisle
Oh,
Hotel.
look
And
at
yes,
that.
absolutely. So, yes, I do love jazz. I was raised around people who were the purveyors of great jazz and live performances and things like that. And then my grandmother was quite a social influencer for her time. And so a lot of times, Count Basie and people like that, she knew people, and we would go to New York to see people perform.
That's a blessing. And that's a
Yeah,
blessing to spend time with your nana as well. The fact that she knew, like, I'm sure she knew Ella. I'm sure she knew Sarah, Sarah Vaughn, that is, to those who didn't know I was talking about.
right.
But those are the memories that you can just, when you're not feeling your best, you can just go back into that mental Rolodex and say, "Wow, I remember when I got a chance to hear Count Basie," and that
Yes,
can get you through many a day. So
yes, yes,
kudos to you
yes.
on that.
All right, very good. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. This is our Friday. Please keep in mind we're on new summer days and summer hours, summer days, I should say. We're on Monday through Wednesday night. Same great show. Just, we're going to continue to keep bringing guests. Add some relationship things in during the week and just keep it rolling. Our guest co-host is the amazing Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. She always does an outstanding job when she sits in with us. And, we do what we do. Now, K. Renee, it's not the 8th yet, because I was going to say it'll almost be a year for you. You said,
On
isn't that
on
interesting?
on Tuesday, June the 8th, it will be 1 year since someone gave me a call, said, "I want you to be on my show." And as I mentioned to you last week, I had texted a former colleague regarding your show, and I looked at said, "Wow, look at me! I'm doing something with my dear friend who I've known since the sandbox." So it has just been a wonderful ride, Art, and I love you. I love your spirit. I love your authenticity, your resilience. The people that you've brought me to interview, it's definitely, it warms my heart, and because of you, it gave me the courage to say yes to one of your recurring guests, co-host, Miss Kim Coleman, who is a great political commentary, and she asked me to help do a podcast, and Candid Conversations with K and K was born in February of this year, and we have not looked back. So,
Wow.
much love to you. I'm just grateful at this particular space of journey in my life, and I'm just gonna see where this leads me. But anything that you say, Carrie, I need you to do this, done. So thank you for this opportunity, Art.
Oh, you're welcome. It is absolutely a pleasure. And I thank you. Because, I put the word out for co-hosts. People want to co-host, but you like, oh my goodness, but you fell right in. You do a great job. And thank you for all that you do. I really appreciate it. So from the bottom of my heart. All right. Well, thank you, Kay Renee. It'll be 1 year, June 8th, and we really do appreciate her. Man, a year goes by so quickly.
Yes, it
And
does.
with that being said, we just want to remind everyone, if you get a chance, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to The Real Chat Daddy Show, Facebook, The Real Chat Daddy Show, as well, too. Believe it or not, so many people are creating their own platforms in this day and age. When I was coming up, you had to fall in line with the traditional TV stations, the traditional radio stations. If you did not dance to that beat or speak the lingo and language of that, or if you were someone who was living a different life, oftentimes you became very marginalized with everybody else. Well, our next guest this evening is someone who I am very, very proud of, has taken queer radio to a whole new level. And I know a few years ago, many years ago, you'd have said something like that. People, what the hell you talking about? Queer radio, queer radio. And now, because of the just blessings and uprising of the LGBTQ plus community, there's a whole line of entertainment that is being created. According to a 2021 Nielsen podcast buying power study, more than 41% of U.S. podcaster listeners were non-white, and more than 13 million Black, Hispanic, and Asian podcast audience members said they listen to podcasts on a monthly basis. Well, our next guest is doing the doggone thing. Chicago native, and wait now, QTPOC advocate. Now we got to ask her what that one is, because I don't even know what that one is. Anna DeShawn is influencing change by creating the first podcast streaming app. And I'm going to let her tell you guys all about it. Please welcome my amazing friend. She's outstanding, wonderful, just a beautiful and generous spirit, the one and only Anna DeShawn. Yay!
Hey, I can take that intro with me anywhere I go. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
How are you this evening? You look amazing. You get up every morning, do an outstanding morning show. And I've been knowing you just for so long. Introduce yourself, tell the audience who you are, and then let's have some fun with you tonight. It's Pride Month, and we have questions. We do. So go right ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, it's so good to be here with you. What's going on, K. Renee? It's good to be with you as well. Hey, I'm good. I'm Anna DeShawn, founder and CEO of E3 Radio. We are queer radio done right. We play queer and independent music in high rotation every single day with an R&B and hip hop vibe. And I'm a media professional, social entrepreneur, Southside Chicago, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? All the things.
All that.
Yeah.
All that.
So now let's talk about this amazing app that well, first of all, answer this for us. What's QTPOC? Now help us out. Now, we just, some folks of a certain age just getting the plus thing now. So please help us to understand first what that means.
Yeah, for sure. So that's queer, trans, people of color, right? So being very specific around who I want to center with my work and with this app, and it's people of color, right? And it's queer and trans, and all trans folks do not consider themselves queer. So I always want to make it a point to add in the T right there.
Oh, very good. Okay, that's something I didn't understand that. And you know what? Before this month is over, Anna, you are really a great resource. I saw several people you've had on your show. I really do want to tap in and have conversations with those people on this show as well too, because I think the biggest problem within our community, the Black and brown community, is that, even if you are of the life, we may not be fully clear on the new terminology, the pronouns, how people want to be respected and treated. And I just applaud you for being just so great at educating people on that.
Yo, reach one, teach one. I had a mentor in undergrad who I still call often. And one of the things she taught me was, you coming into this university, this predominantly white institution, you're going to learn a lot, but you should leave it better than when you came in, right? And so I feel that way about life. I think that people want to know, they just don't know who to ask. They don't know where to go to ask. No one wants to sound silly or uninformed or ignorant, when really it could just be a basic question. So there are some people who ain't down for it, right? They're going to tell you to go Google, okay?
Right.
But I'm here to help. I'm down to answer questions and help educate the people around what's going on. And language changes all the time. So there's language I don't even know. Okay, it's hard for me to keep up. Instagram just added an option for people to add their pronouns on the platform. And there were some acronyms that I hadn't even heard of, right? So I'm consistently doing my own work, okay?
Okay.
So it's always ever expanding, which I think is the beautiful part
Beautiful.
about what it means to be queer, is that it's a spectrum. There's nobody's trying to fit into any boxes, you know what I mean?
Very good, very good. So now you decided to venture off into the world of radio. Ever since I've known you, media has been your passion. And as you and I both know, we are oddities in this business, being of the family. And so what made you want to go into media, especially radio, and you're really doing broadcast now as well, too? There definitely was a need, but you also had to have that passion in you. What started it?
Robin Roberts. Woo. I used to send her fan letters and everything. Okay, let me meet Robin Roberts. I probably won't have nothing to say. But I grew up a sports head, right? My dad, I grew up a gym rat. And so I watching ESPN, ABC Sports. I mean, she was literally everywhere. And there weren't any Black women doing sports. And you can't really name any, maybe two. Carrie Champion,
Right.
There's maybe two or three, but there's still not a lot. But she was the ideal for me, okay? And so I wanted to follow her footsteps, and that's what I went to school for. Radio, TV production. I thought I'd be in television doing play-by-play announcing and all that good stuff, which I did learn it, I did do it, but it became a point when I realized that, like, I'm not going to be that one with makeup on television, right? So when you're studying these things and you're like thinking about your next career move, I'm like, I'm not sitting on no stage with no skirt and dress jacket on. What is going on?
Right.
And I hit this moment in my undergrad, in my studies, and I was like, what else am I going to do? Because this is not going to work. I see what you all are looking for, and that's not me. And then I ended up with an internship at a local radio station that was turning on Tom Joyner in the morning. And I was waking up early in the morning when I made it there, okay? And he cursed me out, okay, when I did. But to turn Tom Joyner on in the morning and then do the weather and the traffic and all these things. And people will be like, I love waking up to you. I love your voice. It's great to have you on the air. And I'm like, I'm sitting here. No one has to see me. I'm in my PJs. I still have the opportunity to talk to thousands of people in the morning, right, in Des Moines, Iowa. I was like, this is the lit. So after that, I was like, maybe radio's my thing. And I started having my own show, an undergrad, and it's just been radio ever since.
Yes, well, you do a great job. Your energy is wonderful. I love how the fact that you chose mornings. For many years, I did morning television. As I tell people, I love being this after everybody has gotten off work. Let me get you unwind from that day. Let's talk some stuff, get some news in you. Have you done various shifts, or are you a morning person?
I've been all over the place, right? So when I first started this thing back in 2009, I had a full-time corporate job. So mornings were not an option. And we were doing this once a week at that time on Blog Talk Radio. And so over the years, we've been all over the place, but usually in the evenings. But now that I quit my corporate job, right, February 1st was my first day as my own boss, right? It was the best Black History Month ever. So it's just been like, I was like, I got to do a morning show. Like, you don't make it until you do a morning show, right? So I was like, let me wake up with the people. So let's see, April 1st, we started Wake Up with Anna and Friends. And so we're on every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m., talking about stories that we care about, right? So not only COVID, right, that leads the way all the time, but also all the anti-trans and anti-LGBTQ legislation that's happening around the country, right? And there's been over 250 bills introduced in 5 months, okay? Republicans are just going crazy onslaught, making issues out of no issues.
Right.
And they're passing damaging and devastating legislation across the country. So following stories like that are not covered, it's not going to make the news every day, right?
Right.
But it's things that directly affect the people I care about and the community that I want to support.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Wow. Before I let Kay Renee jump in here, let's talk about this new app that you are creating. You are leveling up the game. As much as you admire me and you felt it was an honor to join. Look, I felt it was an honor to sit there to talk to somebody young and like, listen, chat, I'm taking it this direction. And what did I say at that lunch meeting? How do I jump on your coattail? Didn't I? Because you are trying to monopolize this game, and I appreciate you for it. So let's talk about this new app and how you came to create it.
Absolutely. The Qube, Qube. It is 2 years in the making, right? And so one of the genesis of it all is one of the questions I get all the time is, Anna, how do I listen? I want to tune into E3 radio, but I don't know how to listen. And me and the team, we were like, well, we need to create an app. That's how people listen to audio today. That's how people catch what's going on, is they download an app and they tune in there. And so we decided we would create one. And as we began to think about the design and how users interact with the app and how it feels, we realized that we had to put podcasts inside the app. Podcasts have become radio 2.0. They're at the hands of all these creatives, and there's so much good content, but you can't find it. It's hard to find the good content. So we said to ourselves, how can we create a hub where all of this content can live, but it's also curated, right? And so that's what we've done. So the Qube is a curated app of music and podcasts by Black folks, brown folks, and queer trans people of color. And I'm excited about it. We have a podcast listening team that's listening to all of the podcasts that actually are going to land inside the app. And right now, we have a huge campaign going on. We've got an Indiegogo campaign to raise $75,000 to finish the design and development of the app. It is a beautiful design. I am excited about it, but we got to finish the development part to actually make it work.
Right.
And then also raising money so we can begin that first set of content that we're going to create, right? Every platform you tune into has exclusive content. Netflix is making movies all the time. You know, they even got into like episodic television recently with the Upshaws and all of that good stuff. Right. It's important that we also create our own content. So this fundraiser, this campaign is for design development, but then also our first set of exclusive content within the app.
Let me ask you this, and this is me admiring you. How do you get other people to co-sign and join something and create something as wonderful as you have created it? And I'm sure this is all a energy and effort of love. What did you say to people to make them believe in you? And you running a full radio station, and people are doing this out of the goodness of their heart and the exposure. How does that work? I honor you for pulling it off.
Oh, how does it work? A lot of talking. A lot of talking. My team are two of my best friends who love me and put up with me, okay? Because I am a Virgo and I can be a lot. Okay, so
hey, I want Virgos rock.
They rock, we rock, but we will drive some people crazy. Okay.
Amen.
So,
amen to that.
so there's that. And so they have been on this journey with me for the last 2 years. I mean, my wife is amazing and supporting everything that I got going on. And then I truly are. So we bought this house in November 2019. And I told my wife, I said, you can have this whole bedroom. Okay. Okay. But I need my prayer corner. Okay. Like this one corner is for me. And so legitimately in my prayer corner, I got like pictures and a candle and my mastermind journal and my books. And it's just my time to center myself. And I truly have been manifesting. Like, I just need good people who are in alignment with what I'm doing, who believe in what I'm doing, and just allow me to have discernment in all of this, because you got to protect your energy and you got to protect your dreams and what you're looking to do. I tell people I'm looking to raise $75,000. They look at me like I'm crazy, and that's real. That's okay. It can be crazy for some people, but I feel like it's completely attainable if I go out here and get it. Right. And I also, so it's all of those things. And literally we are on our third developer. Okay. So it has been a journey, but at the end of the day, I got exactly what I was manifesting. We have 2 Black, queer folks working on the development and design of this app. And that is absolutely unheard of. Okay.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to check into something for you, and I'm going to reach out to you by the end of the week. I may have something else to help you out, because I'm in awe of you. And I told you that when we broke bread, because you really have had people to stay true to the mission, help you to move the mission, imaging it, and everything. And I know the struggles of being an independent, celebrity and icon. You just like yours truly. So I get that. I really do. Kay Renee, what do you want to say to our guests?
Well, first and foremost, Anna, it's such a pleasure. You are a trailblazer. The fact that your shero, Miss Robin Roberts, that's one of my questions. Have you met her? Secondly, I hope that you mentioned about masterminding your journal. I hope at the end of this journey, when the app is fully recognized and realized, that you look back and put this in writing and make it helpful for other people to know your journey, because that is so important. I am just very blessed and honored to meet you. Continue being the best that you can be. But I have to ask, have you met Robin Roberts?
No, can you make that happen?
You know what? Let me see what I can do.
Can you make that happen? Oh my God. Okay. I put it on LinkedIn. I put it everywhere. Like, if I can meet Robin Roberts, people be like, what's your bio? It's like, at the end, it says, if I can meet Robin Roberts, that would be amazing. Her family's from Mississippi. My mom is from Mississippi. My whole family, that side of the family is from Mississippi. And we drive through, you know what I'm saying? My family's from Mountain Bayou. And I'll be like, we got so much in common. Okay. But it would be amazing to meet.
Oh, that would be outstanding.
Put it in the universe, Anna. So you never know. But no, I mean, I'm hoping, as I said, I hope you will take everything that you've gone through now, put that in an ebook format, put that in somewhere where then your legacy will continue to prosper, because you have a story to tell, my sister. And you're a Virgo sister too?
You know it. I'll receive that. I'll receive that 100%.
I love this.
About like writing a biography. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was trying to, but I received that 100%.
You will help. You will be, even though Robin Roberts is your shero, I guarantee you, by doing this, someone's going to say, who is your shero? Miss Anna DeShawn.
True.
Mark my words.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Before we let you go, any words of wisdom that you want to give to people about, the LGBTQ plus community, the community that is all encompassing and loving, and me being a member of many, 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 many years. I never in a million years thought I'd become an elder in a community, but but I am. But I'm so honored to see the work of just, Anna, and just so many of my young people that's doing the damn thing. In closing, what do you want to say to everybody?
Love your people, right? We all know somebody who identifies as LGBTQ, and we also know people who have not been accepted for being who they are, right? I think if people can do anything, it is love, your people bravely and boldly, because they deserve it. No one deserves to be shunned by absolutely anybody. Everybody deserves to be loved. Okay. And I think love can trump it all. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the Bible. I don't care if it's what your daddy said. I don't care if it's what your mama said. Love on your people. Okay. They absolutely deserve it. And listen to the show. You might learn a couple things that'll help you on your journey. Okay.
Yes, you're going to e3radio.fm /the Qube. Please support my friend. It links to how you can support her web. She does just quality journalism. I'm thinking of something now. I told you I'll be in touch in the next couple of days, because if this could work for you, I think it might be a blessing. Before we let you pop out of here with us tonight, it's also Black Music Month. So we were going back down memory lane before you came on to talk about our first concert or the first musical artist you fell in love with. Who was on your bedroom wall as your childhood musical crush?
So so my first concert my parents ever allowed me to go to was at the Regal Theater, and it was Immature.
Oh,
I remember.
So
yes.
it was I had a thing for Romeo.
Yeah.
Woo, I sure did. So I'm totally an 80s baby, y'all. I know.
Yes,
but Immature would have been it for sure. And then Escape was playing. in the evenings going to bed. I like to escape.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Diversity on this show. We went from Ella Fitzgerald to Count Basie to
Oh,
Escape and Immature. And actually, I love
Okay.
Immature. We got it. That used to be one of my songs. And then
yeah,
everything about Escape. Yes. Oh, I do.
yes,
I
all
love
of
it.
that. Oh,
Yes.
and then let me not be remiss. Please go to the Indiegogo campaign. This is
Yes.
gonna get me. Please go to the Indiegogo campaign. Go check out the Qube, Qube. If it feels good to you, if it sparks something good in you, please give towards the campaign. It would mean a lot. We got a big goal, we got big dreams, but I think the outcome is going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you all
Absolutely.
for having me. Thank Pay Renee for having me on the show.
And there's more information on your website as well, too, correct?
Oh, absolutely. We got
Very
all
good.
types of material. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Read it all, click all the links, all the videos. All right.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, go to E3 Radio. That's E numeral 3 radio.fm/the Qube. Please, that's QUBE. Check it out. I'm telling you guys, you really will be helping a wonderful cause. It is Pride Month, but we're also supporting a fellow Black journalist, someone that's making waves in this world. It's all about love, acceptance, and appreciation of each other. And it really is an honor and a pleasure to kick Pride Month off with you tonight, Anna. It really,
It's
yes.
a pleasure to be here with you. I'm
Yes.
excited. Thank you.
Amen. All right, K. Renee, say your good night to her again.
Bye, Miss Anna. Continued
Bye, K.
blessings
Renee.
and success. And I'm waiting when you do that book.
Okay. All right. All right. I receive.
All right. Give it up for Anna DeShawn, founder and creator of E3Radio.fm, queer radio done right. Really good. Look, I was listening earlier this evening and I'm steady trying to Shazam the artists. And I said, oh, these are indie artists. So I definitely want to meet some of those people, all of that, because it was one of them little songs on there. I was like, wait a minute, this is my life 20 years ago. So yes, yes, great little love song. I was like, all right now. So
Yeah.
yes. Well, Anna, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy Pride Month and
Happy Pride.
continued success. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you.
right. Have a great evening.
Bye,
Good.
Miss Anna.
Good night. That was amazing.
Trailblazer.
Isn't she? Trailblazer. That's what I
Trailblazer.
said. That's what I
Trailblazer.
appreciate more than anything. That's, yeah, much love and much respect and a great job. Are you kidding me? Absolutely.
Trailblazer.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. I told you, some of the just best people ever. And that's what it's all about. How do we network? How do we get to know each other? How do we, share a message of love, hope, and inspiration? That's what this show is all about. We are a health and wellness show for those of you all that did not know. We don't care how many watch. We just want to get the message out every night about being healthy, safe, and doing the right things. And here's the deal. Persistence wins. Anna has been doing that wonderful radio for 2 years now, and I just applaud them. Very good. So I do think of something that I might be able to bless Anna with. All right. So as you guys all know, we're still on the wear the mask until Juvember of 2025. We know the world is about to open back up. The state of Illinois going to be buck wild come next week this time when we fully open back up. But there are certain places that I am not going in without my mask on. This one says, hello, my name is Chat Daddy. It is. It really is. And so this is my Chat Daddy mask. I wear this stuff for people not sure about who I am. So make sure you guys wear your mask whenever you get a chance to keep that transmission down. I still believe heavily in hand sanitizer. I love keeping my hands clean now. Every time I touch something, I'm putting a little hand sanitizer on, making sure those hands are nice and clean. All right. That's what you do. K. Renee, what do you need to say before we run out of here?
Well, I got to give my nugget. And this nugget is, since it's not only our Friday, but it's also Wise Words Wednesday. And it
Beautiful.
is,
Beautiful.
life is a gift. And it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more.
Oh my God, I love it. I love give something back by becoming more.
Something more. Yep.
I love it.
That's right.
I really do. Makes good sense. Makes amazingly good sense. It really, really does. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, please go to karensnuggetsofknowledge.com for more information. karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. That's where you can find her. Don't forget, if you know of anyone who is feeling suicidal or you're feeling suicidal, we ask that you please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Now, coming up on Saturday, let's do Saturday first, June 12th. If you are a small business owner or an entrepreneur that maybe has started a new business, a product, a service, a non-for-profit organization, and you need to know what to do to kind of get your business and service and book out there, I'm doing a wonderful webinar on Saturday, June 12th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's successfully booking your brand, products, and organizations with me as your professor. Kay Renee, you can speak on the event if you could. That would be great.
Absolutely. Since I was one of Art's first participants in April, he really talks about, how to really tweak and build your brand for those who just are nervous. And he kind of, walks you through the process. But also at the end of the session, he also provides a 30-minute consultation. He will ask if you will have some homework to do, ladies and gents. And once you complete your homework, Art will critique it lovingly so that you can build your brand successfully. So I encourage you, that even though we're now approaching summer, continue to invest in yourself. Learn more about how you can build your brand by attending Art's masterclass on Saturday, June the 12th at 11 a.m. sharp, ladies and gents.
Sharp. Like you go to church, like casket sharp. Sharp. Yes, sharp. That's how they say it. Yes, it is. All right. And then on Sunday, I got to slide over here so I'm sitting the right way in the graphic. On Sunday, June 13th, my original Real Deal relationship chat returns. Yay. 26 years of bringing people together for love, harmony, good energy. Somebody posted on one of my pages, she thought it would be a great event, but she wanted to know what the male-female ratio would be at the event. Ma'am, I can't guarantee that. This is an event of all people coming out to have a good time. We've been in a pandemic for a year. The space is a big space. It's COVID safe. We just want to get people out to mingle and have a great time. You'd be supporting a Black-owned business. Teriyaki Madness is Black-owned in the South Loop. And really for $26, you get to network and meet and talk with other people. And I never guaranteed that you'd meet a man there or you find someone there. It's a matter of coming out, having a good time. The way I look at it, we've had our ass in the house for a year. Would you like to come to somewhere safe and fun and laugh with some people and have a good time? And, if not, you can continue to stay in the house. Okay. So for those of you all that want to get a ticket and come, baby, I ain't got time for all that no more. We too old for all that kind of stuff now. I ain't got time for all that. So if you need to get a ticket, pull out your smartphone or your tablet. This is how it works. All you have to do is open the camera on your smartphone or tablet, put it right up there. Look, it popped right up on my phone. And I'm able to open it up. Oh, wait, can we put it over here? Open it up. See there? Open it up. And you're able to pay right there. So all you have to do is scan that on your smartphone or your tablet, and you'll be able to come. And it includes an entree, a complimentary soft drink. We'll have vendors, music. What else are you doing on a Sunday afternoon from 4 to 8 after a pandemic? Yeah, what else would you be doing? For a lot of you all, this would be your first adventure outside. So, take that smartphone or tablet, put it right up there, scan that code, be able to get your ticket, and come join us and have a great time. Kay Renee will be there. And so, this is how we're going to do this. And nope, I can't guarantee you how many men will come. I don't know that. I've never guaranteed a lot of men or any of that. But if you've been in the house for a year, I think you'll enjoy yourself to be able to come out and chit chat and have fun and hang out with some people. How about that? Okay. All right. Did I handle that well, dear?
You always Always
Okay,
available.
I just, this is my new thing now. Yes, this is my new thing. So yes, right. Invest in you. Hey, Christy Love.
Hi, Miss
We love
Christie.
Christy Love. We do. Absolutely. What she said, about time
About
you
time
brought
you
it
brought it
back.
back.
Yep, absolutely. So please buy your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. You really would be supporting a Black business. It's not, it's not just for couples, it's for all people. You'd be surprised. There are a lot of people that just want to talk to other people right now. I
Right.
know so many divorces and people, leaving their lovers. And don't forget, I told you guys the number of women that's leaving their husbands for women now. So, honey, I can't guarantee you how many men will be there. I just know people that want to get out, talk, mingle, and have an adult conversation will be there. And I know I'll be there and can't wait, So looking forward to it, whether it's 20 people, 100 people, whatever it is, plenty of space. COVID, we are following all the restrictions, guidelines. By then, the state will be fully back open. So, I can put the stripper pole up before the night is over. Make it clap.
Ooh.
Make it clap. Make it clap. Make it clap. Clap, clap.
Oh my goodness.
Clap, clap. Make it clap.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
All right. Well, just telling y'all, well, on behalf of our co-host, the amazing Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge, let me put her website up there one more again so y'all can go hang out and support it and do what you need to do. And yours truly, Art Chat Daddy Sims. I appreciate you guys so much. We made it to the end of the week, I guess because it was a short week. You know what I'm saying? Because I act like, look, whoa, we done made it. Right, we done made it to the end of the week. Like, damn, well, we only was here 2 nights. I'm sorry, y'all.
And this is truly my Friday because we're going to be doing an encore performance of Candid Conversations, a Mother's Day tribute on Friday because my podcasting partner is on vacay. So, this is my Friday as well. So this is a good thing.
Very good. All right. Well, I appreciate you so very much. May you guys all have a great night. Go to therealchatdaddy.com for more information about yours truly. I am getting ready to get up now and finish cleaning out another closet so I can give more things away. My deadline to get the things in is tomorrow. So I'm going to do that till I pass out tonight. So, okay, on behalf of K. Renee and yours truly, Art Chat Daddy Sims, we appreciate you guys so much. See you back again Monday night. I'll see you guys out and about this weekend. Don't forget Atlanta. I'm celebrating Juneteenth with you. Juneteenth in Atlanta. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. No, Monday. Monday. Be good. Have a great night, you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat.